Hey, Mount Vernon School District family. I'm so excited to have this special guest on my show today. We are excited to welcome, starting July 1st, we're going to have Mr. David Rodriguez, who's going to be in charge of diversity, equity, and making sure that everyone feels a part of our district. So I want to welcome him to our district. So, Mr. Rodriguez, tell me, how is this exciting to be part of our district and part of our diversity and inclusion team?
I am so looking forward to this work. This pretty much describes my passion, who I am as an individual. This work is very important to me. I come from a very diverse background, someone who's overcome lots of challenges that many of our kids in our community, I'm sure, are currently facing. And that's why this work is very important to me. I'm currently working at the Ferdale School District, ready for my transition. I live in Burlington, have been a member of this community for almost 11 years now, and I'm super excited to get this work started.
We are so excited to have you. I worked with Mr. Rodriguez on the east side of the state, and I've seen some of the work he's done. So he's a very notable and up guy. So I want to tell you about this job that you're going to be doing in our district. Part of our district goal is to make sure everyone has a voice at the table and everyone feels included in our school district. So can you tell me, how are you going to implement that, make sure that, like at Mount Vernon High School, we have 2,000 students. In the whole district, we have 7,000 students. How can we make sure that we educate everybody who walks through that door and they all feel welcome?
You know, Mount Vernon is doing a great job around this work already. I think I'm going to be building on that work that's already been started. You know, growing up as a minority student, growing up through lots of challenges, education was very difficult for me. And I'm one of those students that felt that throughout my education experience, K through 12, I felt like I didn't have a voice. And that's why I'm so passionate about this work. One thing that I'm going to do first is definitely get to know the community, meet the people that are at the table, and recruit the folks that feel that they don't have a voice, because it's important that everybody feels like they're a part of this community and that they feel like they belong. So I'm looking forward to doing that work. I'm looking forward to meeting the people in the community. I'm looking forward to meeting our parents, our staff, our administrative team. It's exciting work. It's exciting work. And again, coming from someone who felt that didn't have a voice, that's where my passion comes from. You know, it's time to give everybody a voice, and it's time to make sure that we do it, and we start it here in Mount Vernon.
One thing is nice to have on a banner say we celebrate diversity. The next step is to actually go out to the community and say we are including you, but your position isn't just to reach out to the Latino community, it's to reach out to everyone. So when you talk about diversity, what communities are you going to be reaching out to?
You know, it's interesting that you bring that up, because I remember going through the interview process that was very similar to one of the questions that was asked. And for me, it's very important that the community of Mount Vernon understands that, for me, equity means all. All means all. It means every single student has a voice. It means every single family feels like they have a voice. It's also being a voice for our staff, because the staff also need to have a voice as well. You know, so it's for me, it's exactly that. It all means all. It's not a particular group. You know, it's making sure that everybody feels like they belong. Everybody is invested in this work, and everybody feels like they are a member of this community of Mount Vernon.
So it takes a village, right? It takes a village to make sure that a student and a kid through our district, you know, has that love and caring, because diversity is all about love and caring and making sure that the culture is recognized and that you feel recognized. Because I noticed that it's not a requirement for a parent to know English, right? We have students in our district where they speak Russian, they speak Mixteco, they speak Spanish, they speak all different languages. So how can you reach out to those communities and make sure that their language is included in recruitment, in newsletters, as part of our district?
Well, Ramon, the first thing that needs to happen definitely is looking at what is already in place. because like I mentioned earlier, Mount Vernon is doing an amazing job of this work already. It's building on that work. It's looking at, okay, what are we doing? Okay, what are the systems that we have in place? What are some of our process and procedures? And maybe even looking deeply at our policies as well, and looking at those, and then looking at what is our community, where is our community at in terms of diversity, right? And are we providing opportunities, and are we making sure that everybody feels like they belong, regardless of where they're coming from, regardless of what ethnicity they are from, regardless of what background they're coming with. It's making sure that we have a system in place that is equitable for every single individual. So in doing my research with Mount Vernon and learning more about the community, I understand that Mount Vernon is very diverse. It's very diverse, and that's a great thing. We need to embrace all our cultures that we have here in Mount Vernon and learn from them, learn from each other. Because for me, diversity, that's exactly what it is. I really believe in a quote around diversity and inclusion. For me, it's diversity. For me, it means like everybody's invited. Everybody is invited to a celebration. Everybody's invited to this party. Everybody's invited to this dance. Inclusion, that's different. Okay, inclusion for me means everybody is invited to dance at the party. Everybody is invited to eat at the banquet. Everybody is invited to participate. That's inclusion. And again, for me, all means all. It means every single person, every single student, because that's what we're about.
I totally agree. All means all. So our goal next year is to make sure that all means all, that everybody feels their voice is included. Everyone has a voice at the table. So I can't wait to work with Mr. Rodriguez, and his information and email will be at the link below. Anything else you want to share with the Bulldog community?
I'm an open book. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, any thoughts, any ideas. If you want to be a part of this work, please reach out to me because I would be more than happy to have you as part of our team. Again, I'm a member of this community. I feel that it's time for me to come back and take part of this important and work that I'm very passionate about, but I can't do it alone. So I want to invite everybody that wants to be a part of this work to please join me.
It takes a village, Bulldog family. So make sure that you look at the link below. Your email will be below. And go Bulldogs!
Go Bulldogs!